Now, it's a PvZ, so we could just follow this Overlord until it reaches the Cybernetics core, and then we will see what's going to be made out of that. Or we can look at all the things that are being constructed and where they are being constructed. Like this pylon, and this gateway, how he's walling this. There you go. Look at that, this thing is turning. It's turning. Look at that, that's kind of cool. Never really noticed this. But he actually, there's a visual, there's like weird things here on this ground. I think. It looks weird, right? Like a line here on here. Like a weird shadow. Okay. Enough of that light. Maybe we have some different things. There's another light here. Actually doing the same thing, it's rotating. Then there's a few windows. They do have... There's something inside those windows. I can see something. I wonder what that is. Now, cool things around the map. A probe harassing the mineral iron. Yay, yay, yay. We've seen that 1,000 times before. Second base taken by and Mr. Dark here. And of course, Nexus into that Cybernetics core. From Classic. Then... things are gonna start to be interesting. How's the Oracle execution gonna look like? Where are the adepts gonna go? How hard is it gonna commit? Are we gonna see any big Ling attacks against third bases, for example? Are we gonna see, I don't know, Roach pushes, Queen pushes from Dark, for example? Are we gonna see an early Nidus? Ling Nidus is something that still is in the game, and sometimes people do use, and there is this dead airspace, or not airspace, but this dead vision area here. So that is an option. Adept here coming out, of course, and the Stalker and the Starport and everything, or Stargate. It's gonna try to chase this drone out, and the drone just says, alright, I go to a different location there. We're gonna throw down a hatchery over here, and the rest just proceed as planned. He's not gonna let that shade finish. First Oracle is getting chrono boosted, and the rally points across the map, so he might not overcharge this one. What I like, I'm generally a big fan of overcharging the first Oracle. I also like just the flexibility of the spell, right? You can, oh my god, he's actually killing drones here, I'm sorry guys. He killed 2 drones, so I like the flexibility of the Oracle to be able to just come back at any point of time, and even if it's all out of energy, you can just overcharge it, bam, and then it's gonna be ready to defend again. Uh-oh, see? He's even activating it now. Not killing a single Ling, definitely a little bit painful here. Will he overcharge now? He doesn't have the energy right now. He really wants to chrono boost the probes. Does have the second Oracle at this point. Is he gonna join them? It seems like the answer is yes. And he goes for the third Oracle behind this. So this is the most standard opening in this PvZ meta currently, where you go for 3 Oracles, a couple of Adepts, go for the third base, and then you go into Blink behind that. Now Twilight Forge coming up. And double Oracle going in to try and find some drones. Only one. Only one. Oracle's coming into the north here, but one is gonna get killed there. A little bit of miss-micro on that one. Drifted into the wrong location. Got picked off there. Very unfortunate here. A little bit of a mistake by Classic. Nice snipe by Dark, and that's what I was talking about. We will see a queen drop. He's even bringing a few more overlords to potentially drop some creep. I think he already has it enabled, as you can see. That's the thing. I think it looks like this if it's not enabled. I didn't even know it just changed in the interface, but yeah, he already has that toggled on. So whenever they stand still, they're gonna poop out the creep. And the Oracle's gonna see this now, and he's gonna be like, okay. So there's no stasis traps at home. The queens are gonna be dropped very aggressively here, across the wall, at least one of them. And we need to see creep. We need to see potential transfuses. There we go. Creep is gonna start. He's gonna lose the first queen. He could have been transfusing that one. She transfused this queen here on the right side. Yep, there we go. And everything on the left is starting to fall apart. But so far the force fields are actually doing great work here with these sheet batteries. And Dark kind of having this attack so disjointed, losing another queen there, kind of weirdly, might be enough for Classic to hold this one, but I don't think so, honestly. He's gonna have Blink after this attack is gonna finish. All of the probes have been fighting are dead now. You see a few more rallying into the pain, and he's trying to clear these queens, but Stokers might just not be enough here. He's gonna have +1 as well, but this base is dead. Job is done. Queens are walking home. He lets the warp gate and the sheep battery alive here. So he's a merciful Zerg, but he has creep across the map now. And there's no Oracle anymore to reveal those. Oh, this I don't like. If you still have this setup over here, just please retake the bottom left. Honestly. Now he's gonna spread the creep. He's gonna take on these buildings just a little bit, and yeah, all of the creep has been denied, so you just need to clear the rest of this tumors to get rid of all of that. Overseer coming in, but during that time, that's the big issue. Dark has had the map control, he capped Classic back, and he just expanded himself behind this. Is he gonna finally take that gate out? He never got Ling attack, so they're actually not dealing that great amount of damage here. But he's already in that Hydralisk den, already getting range done, and speed about to finish up. He's gonna go into 10 more Hydralisks here. +1 Hydra attack. And of course the fourth base about to pop here. Templar Archives. Now Archons, Storm, all very solid things against Link compositions, and of course Storm against anything or everything but Ultralisks maybe. And let's see if he immediately commits into the Storm. I think yes, there we go. Great choice in my opinion. Losing that one base is a big Templar disadvantage. Can he come back from that? He's overcharging already the first High Templar. And he really wants to get out as many storms as he can, but this Overseer does see things, and he will identify this, and he might be able to goop this. I don't think he can get enough energy though in time to try and interrupt the storm there. The Dark splitting up his forces a little bit here. He's gonna set up a flank from the left side here. Coming in now. Templars don't have storm yet. Too early. Too soon. Too soon. He's gonna lose the first High Templar. The second High Templar is gonna stay alive here on that front line. They're scrambling to get back here. One has no energy. That was one who had a storm actually. And Storm 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. Can he make it work? Oracle is gonna get sniped. This is big. I mean, even if he gets the storms at this point, he has it now. But everything's so spread out at this point. Where are you gonna use it? See? It doesn't really matter anymore. He's already lost anyways, and he's gonna lose the Nexus, he's gonna lose the probes, he's gonna lose the fight. He's gonna maybe throw down another storm here. Maybe he has one more in the pocket. There we go, he has one more. Yeah, it's okay storms, but I mean everything was so spread already. You need to have those storms on the ramps, you know? Man, that High Templar, keeping himself alive with that auto attack. Now technically Classic is still alive. But everybody who knows this game knows these 5 or 6 units are not gonna beat this, you know? This whole thing here. This everything here. That's just too much. Even the Overseer does stay alive here, 8 HP. He's gonna come in again. A few more storms are there for our Protoss player, but he's kind of again into a corner here. And no more storms anymore. Not enough firepower here to take out the Hydra link composition. GG is gonna be caught. Dark does take the first map. Thank you for the follow. And let's hop into the second map. It's gonna be Ley Lines. This best of 3, and we do have... Oops, in the bottom left, Dark, up 1-0. And in the top right, Classic. Needs to bring it back. Was kind of overrun by a Queen Ling attack. And then... I guess the follow-up with that Hydralisk force was just a bit too strong for him to handle. Now I've been saying this recently because I've seen these attacks so many times. I'm not sure on how timings would work out, but why not go for Colossi openings? Phoenix Colossi in PvZ. Why not? You can do it. It doesn't have to be Oracle. You can still utilize Phoenix for scouting, and then you can kind of make your way into those Colossi. Instead of into Blink, right? This does eat away at your aggressive potential. But I feel like it's a viable style, at least for the mid game, and then you can kind of keep yourself safe on 3 bases, try to go to 4 bases, and then go into that Templar tech or more distinguished Twilight tech there. Try to roam the base with Zealots, heavy upgrades, something like that. There's also like a blink into Colossi opening, where you basically just open like an 8-gate blink, and then you go into double robo Colossi production, and you push with +2 4 Colossi, and the rest is blink stalkers, and then you just try to overpower your opponent. That's an all-in. It's weird because I think it's on 4 bases, but it is kind of an all-in attack because you're not trying to transition from that point, and you're just trying to overwhelm with that. You're not making additional units from the robos. You're just whopping in more and more stalkers. Try to overpower your opponent. I've seen Indy almost take a game of Dark with that strategy. It's been a while though, but yeah. It's a very viable all-in, so... Not sure. In a best of 3, I would like to see it sometime, you know? Now this is gonna be again that Stargate. Is he gonna throw down the pylon? I guess not. He wanted to, but Dark didn't let him. He really wanted to delay enough until that Adept is there. Of course, Oracle on the way. It always depends a little bit on how much damage that first Oracle can get done, or the first few Oracles. In the last game, Dark was actually very on top of the defense there. He lost a few drones, but not too many, honestly. To the oracles, he lost like 2 to the first adept, and then he lost like single file drones. He got 1 oracle in return, so reducing that count from 3 to 2. And that really enabled his push to shine, because if there's 3 oracles in that defense with a bunch of energy, it's looking a little bit different there, you can assume. And if you handle them correctly, try to move them away from the queens or try to set up stasis traps first. Now this is already some nice damage here, going in with the oracle to come and assist a few more kills there. Double adept though has been killed, 5 kills only in total, and the oracle took a bunch of damage. No third base yet. And Dark is also like, wait, where is your third base? You have the money. Why are you not making it? I love it. He's not even turning on the oracles. He's just sitting there. He's saying like, I can always turn them on. And you can always run into my main base because I'm a Protoss player. And I'm gonna lose 5 probes. I'm gonna say it now, 5. Ah, because it doesn't commit to the probes. Only 2. That's actually okay. That's okay, yeah. I feel like decent defense here. Everything's considered. From class, there was like 10 links getting into that main base. Splitting up 5-5 natural and main, but definitely a good solid defense here. This did deplete most of the oracle energy though. You see 3 oracles come across like, oh, this is scary, but actually this one can turn on and shoot 4 times. This has a bunch of energy. Now using a revelation also getting low on energy. So this power spike is gonna be here only for a few seconds. And already eating so much damage from those queens here. And Classic is just gonna fall back. I like the decision. It doesn't really get anything done. It's okay. You still have the stasis traps. You have the Oracle still alive. You still have the tags, right? So he's gonna come in now. I hope he's gonna throw down a tag so he sees the state of Leia. There we go. Good tag here. Does not find out about the Baneling nest, but that's fine. Can kind of assume it's so many links. He doesn't see any gas units as of yet. No macro hatchery here for Dark, so he might struggle with production. He will have a 4th base though. And Robo. Okay, so Templar Archives is on the way. Blink is on the way. +1 is on the way. And a Robo is on the way. I wonder what he's going to utilize the Robo for. I guess it's going to be Observer and Prism. Maybe a few Mortals. Storm should be on the menu here. This time there's not going to be that big Hydra attack when Storm is finishing, so this will be a little bit better here for Classic. I hope he checked the upgrades on the links, because that's a hard confirm that this is not going to be that Hydra push from earlier or anything Hydra related as of yet. As I say that though, the Hydra Den is about to finish up here, and we will see the upgrade rain happen here for both of these upgrades. Range into speed and a few Hydras. But this is already looking very much more promising than the last game. 4th base on the way, halfway done. And 4 High Templars already accumulating energy. Still 3 Oracles to clear out these links in situation like now. Boop, 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 boop. So he should keep this Nexus safe. Ah, I guess the +1 is just a little bit too powerful. Oh my god, he cancels this. That was so close. It's a good cancel. And he gets another cancel by a misplace, which I hope he saw, because that's always when you smile. Storm is about to finish up though. More and more gates coming online. We do see the Lurker Den, Infestation Pit. Base number 5. Base number 6 already done. So, very well done here by Dark. Kind of growing extremely fast here. 91 drones, extreme high drone count. And he's still making more. He's going up to almost 100 drones here. He doesn't like 90, 97, 98, my god. Now he needs to be careful though, he does not monitor this movement and maybe he overtroned. Maybe he's a little bit too much on that department. His Hydra attack is not done yet, so the Hydra damage is not as high as he wants it to be. We have 6 High Templars stacked with Storms here. And there's a great Prism for reinforcement. Placed with a lot of stasis traps, so you can even defend that if he wants to. Nice changeling drop into the stasis trap here. Should throw down a storm the AI in the south here. The War Prism did get relocated a little bit, so it can still reinforce this push. And we see here, Classic is just gonna kill a base. That's nice and all, but it's actually not that impactful because Dark did make already 6 bases, right? So he kills that base and he's gonna be happy with that, but he doesn't actually know about this at all. And he doesn't know about this, so yeah. Very well done here by Dark so far, but he didn't get up to Hive in that during all of that, even though the Infestation Pit was already done. So this might be the tempo advantage Classic needs here to finish down this game. A couple of good storms here on the ramp could do the trick. Nice engagement so far here. He's gonna blink away into the north portion of that surround here. And the southern army here needs to disengage as well here. Now blinking in onto the south army. I feel like just too many Stalkers here for Classic. Even though he doesn't have the biggest upgrades. But WW is gonna be called. Dark has to give up here. Classic is gonna push through. A nice attack here. Sticking on 4 bases. He was trading 9k to 3k there in the end. Extremely good trading. Now next map is gonna be Frost Line. And we're looking at a 1-1 situation. Let's hop into the game. In the bottom left it is Dark. Lovely guy. And in the top right it is Classic. Also lovely guy. Classic actually is one of these guys who looks taller than he is. And Dark is one of the other way around. He looks... I guess he also looks taller than he is. But he's not that tall. And Classic is definitely not that tall. But he looks very tall. For some reason, on photos and stuff. Logo and wall. Expansion first. Probe traversing the map here. Stegomondo logo, I'm still rocking it. Should probably get my own logo at some point. And let the harassment begin. If you have ever seen StarCraft Evo, they did change the skin of the mineral fields. And I feel like they actually look cooler than the original ones. Maybe I'm just so used to these original ones at this point that everything else with a little bit of an adjustment just looks a little bit cooler to me. Not sure. But I wouldn't hate it to have those implemented in maps for the actual ladder. To just have a little bit of a different flavor, you know, from time to time. With some visual spiciness here. Adapt is gonna get chrono boosted here. And a Stargate in an interesting position. The backyard Stargate. Probe is getting chased out here by these links. Not gonna be able to throw down a pylon, and that Adapt will be way too late to try and catch the probe. Adept is gonna generate some vision with the shade, tried to count some drones, but didn't actually make it deep enough there. I wonder what he's gonna place probably a building here and create a wall, like an opening over there. That's my assumption. Overlord is still gonna be safe here for now, and the Stalker does not commence the chase there. Oracle going across the map. Second Oracle on the way, and Probe already moving out to take that third base. Now Dark has run into the wrong location. There's no units. One Stalker in the wall is gonna be enough. Fend this off. Ah, nice surround though on the Adept here, and this is gonna be difficult. He's already thrown down the Nexus, but he should have enough DPS there to clear these links. So that should be fine, as most of them attacked once already. Oracle didn't really get to do much here across the map. I think, did he get even a drone? Yes, he did indeed. But that's about it. The Overlord is looking at this pile of gold. I would probably do the same, like gold and diamonds and stuff like that. I mean, who needs minerals if you can get gold and diamonds? Honestly. Twilight Council and 4 gates, no forge. This could lead into a charge lot Archon attack. We've seen crazier things happen, but actually, wait, what? He's making blink. I was thinking maybe he's going Adept glaives because he's been warping in so many Adepts, but I guess he just remade a few to keep himself safe here. Oracle's trying to push in there in the natural. Just only get a little bit of a scout. He sees the evolution chamber, he saw the lair, and that's about it. He's gonna get attack on those units and these units as well. Oh my god, he loses one of them. Oh no. Warriors engaged. And he does not yet spy that Hydra list then. And this triple Adept is moving out. Will be seen by the Ling. And now we do see the Forge. And the Templar Archives. Okay. So honestly, I think I would have preferred to just see that charge and immediately Templar Archives and try to go into an Archon charge lot attack. He's trying to go Blink with this. He's going into Forge, Templar Archives and Robo at the same time, right? It's a little bit much if you ask me on 3 bases. I can see the Robo after the 4th base or after you have Storm on the way. But it feels a little bit too fast. I mean, he's gonna spend 100 gas here, then he's gonna spend a 200 gas here, that's 300 gas, and then he wants to spend, what, 75 gas on an Observer? It's not happening. See, he's not doing the +1 right now. He's not doing the Storm. What is he doing? There we go. Storm is started now. He's not doing charge. He's just having a Forge sit there. And now he's making extra gates. He's making cannons, I guess. Should definitely get that charge up and running. I guess he's waiting for High Templars for now. Yeah, 3 should be fine. Get the charge up, mate. Get the charge, come on. He's trying to go into 4th base. Feels a tiny bit greedy. A little bit low on army supply, and it's not that strong. He's gonna have Storm. Nice, yeah. But +1 is gonna be very late, and as I say, no charge lots. The thing is why I say so much charge. It is about how Protoss brains work, right? So Protoss brains are like this. If they are under pressure, if they need to panic remake things, it's most of the times charge lots. But if there's no charge, it's gonna be only plain zealots, and then it happens more often than not. So yeah. And now he was out of position because he didn't have the vision here. He's gonna try to storm these units. We'll get some nice engages on the Lynx and on the Hydras here. But it was a decent storm here. He's gonna kill most of these. Now he's gonna go into Archons. More and more Lynx actually coming up here for our Zerg players. He's just gonna overwhelm this. The Archons are a little bit too slow. The Oracle was fighting Hydralisks and not Lynx, which is a bit of a mistake. Archons do just pop here. And yeah, at least I guess the base was cancelled again, so there we go. It doesn't even keep the base. Overseer is looking at the thing, the base, with all of his eyes. And meanwhile, we do have another base here for Darks, already sitting at 5 bases. He is at the Lurker Den. He could start these upgrades very soon. He's going into the Hive. +2 is halfway done here. And we see, like, this +1 is just so late. And I mean, look at that. We still don't have charge. So he's forced to remake Stalkers. While he actually only wants to make Templar, Archon and Charge Lord. But he can't, because he doesn't have charge. And he's still not getting it. Look at that, 5 Zealots. He's assuming he has it. That's when he assumes he has that. When you see them make those Zealots and they're still slow and everything's just... this is gonna be so terrible, man. I've seen so many forgotten charge upgrades in the past few weeks. It's insane. I mean, look at them, how slow they are. Oh. And meanwhile, in the top, we lose the base again. Bam, not even a cancel. Straight up kill here. It's gonna lose a few of these Templars, because they're almost out of energy as well. Now he has to kind of morph them into Archons to have a still powerful force here. Can we fix that charge, please? Come on, he has 100 gas now. Do it, just do it. He's just making another immortal. I don't think he noticed yet. Oh, there we go. He didn't notice. Okay, so charge is finally on the way. 10 minutes. That's about when it started in this game. When is it gonna finish? 100 seconds. So it's gonna be about 11:30-ish when that's finishing up. Can he hold until that point? I mean, he's already up against Lurkers with upgrades, right? He's gonna be up against Hydra Dash. He's gonna be up against Overload Speed. Not that Charge Lord can do anything against it, but... There's just so much flexibility in Dark's army because he did every transition correctly. And Classic missing that crucial upgrade. Just reducing the power of his army by quite a lot. It's very simple, but it's a strong tool. Now Fleet Beacon on the way, yeah. So Classic says, alright, I don't have charge, my upgrades are behind. Let's try something else. Throwing down a second starport here as well, Stargate. And he will most likely go into Tempest. I don't expect Carrier right off the bat because he doesn't really have the money, he doesn't have the bases. So Tempest make a lot of sense here. Try and get rid of these Lurkers. But he can't even really be out on the map like this. And with the Nidus potentially going up in the main base, or even just to reinforce or to move out, to kind of disengage, it's gonna be so powerful. Look at those Zealots, man, they're so slow. Now finally they have their new shoes. They're coming in, and this big Tempest transition is happening right now, but it's so slow. The push is already here, it's already knocking at the door. He's getting an okay engagement here on the bottom side, but now all of the actual fighting units do run out. And there we go, Nidus is being set up. He's gonna basically just enter the Nidus from here with a bunch of Lurkers, and then he's gonna go into the main. I guess Classic is not gonna let that happen. He's gonna try to reinforce this, but a deception. An Immortal is gonna get caught by Lynx there. Man, these Immortals are about to die here. They're not immortal at all, and this army is dead basically. He's trying to recall, but he loses so many units in the process. He loses the space as well. Classic is at wit's end, yeah. Tempest shooting at the most dangerous target there, the Overseer. And the Hydra dash to snipe 2 of those sentries. Sorry, Tempest. No more Storm here. Now he's gonna overcharge one of the Templar, but he doesn't even get the second Storm out. Nice snipe there by Dark. He's just gonna kill the Stargates. Yeah, look at that. Pros patch, you say? Yes, indeed. If you don't, forget charge. But that's basically like forgetting stim, right? In a bio game. There we go. GG's gonna be called. Dark is gonna take the series. A little bit of an anticlimactic ending there, unfortunately, to that series.